What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So, I know a little while ago I probably mentioned in a couple of my videos that I wouldn't be doing any Camp America content anymore. However, I've been doing some posting on TikTok, getting some content out there for first timers, and I really wanted to, as a second year camp veteran, just get out my thoughts, my tips, tricks and advice. So down here on my iPad, as you can see, I've got a list of 5 that we can go through that will definitely help you, and hopefully a little bit different to what you've seen other creators talk about, because I personally probably had a different experience to obviously other people who've been to bigger camps, considering mine was fairly small. So let's get into it. Stick around to the end for the most important piece of advice I could give a new camp counselor. Alright, so the first one is, and it's probably pretty obvious, but be open to any opportunity. If you're going out to America, going to summer camp in the first sort of couple of weeks and you're feeling shy and reserved, that is completely fine. That's fair enough. You're meeting new people from around the world. It's a scary thing being away from your family for so long, and also it's just a completely different experience that you've probably never been in your life before. So being open to anything and opportunity that comes your way really allows you to come out of your shell. If someone new that you've never spoken to starts speaking to you, speak to them, talk to them about where they're from, their family, their friends, what they do back home, and then maybe you can find some common ground. If you don't find common ground with that person, you never know, that might lead you to speak to this person or this person. Opportunities at camp to make friends come around. They just come out of nowhere. They bite you on the arse. You don't realize it's going to happen, but they do happen. And seriously, if you're open to anything, the opportunity to go to places that you may never have thought would have been an option, open up. I literally did so many things on my summer camp days off that I never thought would be possible. I was going to the Hamptons. If you've seen White Chicks, that's where that was filmed. I was going to other rich areas. I was kind of stuck on an island, so I was a little bit peaked. There wasn't loads to do. But we was going around doing loads of little explorations and doing this and doing that. And it was just fun. It was just getting to be like a teenager again, exploring different places and not feeling the pressure of like society's norms to do what normal people do, like over in the UK where you just go out, go for a drink, and that's kind of your weekend done. It was so much more fun than that, and really just allowed you to open up your opportunities and your mind to that. This next one kind of comes off the back of the other one. I did mention it, but don't be afraid to be a kid. You're going to an American summer camp, which is full of kids. Sorry to shock you if you signed up and you didn't know. It evolves all around kids. You're surrounded by them 24/7, and everything that you do is going to be probably considered a little bit cringe back in the UK, back wherever you're from. If you're doing things at home, you never think, oh, I'm going to start singing these songs around a campfire, do this, do that. Some things while I was at camp, yes, I'll admit, it kind of hurt me inside to do it first, but after a while, it just kind of becomes a joke amongst you and your friends, and you really get into it. By the end of camp in my first summer, me and my friends were belting out the campfire songs at the end, and honestly, I'm so glad, because that's a core memory for me. Standing around the campfire with my friends, just singing these crazy songs that we learned a couple of weeks before, and honestly I'll never forget those times. It's something that I hold close to my heart, because the sun's setting, the campfire's there's loads of strangers around that have all become your best friends, and you're just standing there singing songs about mooses, singing songs about boa constrictors. Is crazy. It's a really good opportunity to let your hair down, and one of the main reasons why I did camp, and also one of the main reasons why I absolutely loved Camp America, because I got to be a kid again, I got to be myself, and most importantly I let go of that cringe, which also allowed me to do other things in my life, like make YouTube videos, like make TikToks. I can do this stuff in public now without caring, because I've seen the other side of the world where they do this stuff. They make opportunities happen because they don't care what other people think. And if you're looking to get into content or looking to do something in that kind of space, it's definitely worth going out to America, man. So many people are into it. So many people think it's normal. And seriously, it's just such a great opportunity. Alright, I'm going to get close to the camera for this one, because this one is serious, right? Enough people don't talk about it, or they may just mention it in passing, right? Wear bug spray and sun cream, right? I'm not joking. The amount of sunburns I got in my first summer, the amount of bug bites. These bugs were feasting on my legs like it was a Toby Carvery. Seriously, I have fairly big legs. I mean, you can't really see them, but they're fairly big. And these mosquitoes were having a field day with me. My camp, right, we had fully cabins, yeah? Full cabins, like nothing outside, nothing like that. And we had bug protectors on the window. We had aircon, so none of it could sort of get in. And I was being munched to death. So make sure you're taking bug spray and sun cream or buying it while you're out there, because seriously, these are little inconveniences that you don't need while you're at camp. Do you want to be sat there in like a lovely moment, the sun's setting, you're surrounded by your new friends, and you're just having a great time at the beach or something, and you're just there like this? You don't want that, because that was me in the first summer, and I looked like an absolute pillock. And I was walking around wearing shorts, and you could just see all of these bug bites that had been obliterated on my legs, because yes, I can't leave them. I'm sorry. You say, oh yeah, you get a bug bite, just leave it. No, I'm not going to leave it. It's itching. All right. So that's number 3. Just make sure that you get some bug spray and some sun cream, please. Okay, so after that one, accepting that there's going to be a teething period at camp is probably one of the most important things that people overlook. You're going to America, right? Which for many of you is thousands of miles away, unless you're coming from sort of South America, North America, Mexico way, in which case is obviously a lot closer. But you're coming from thousands of miles away. You're away from home, you're away from friends, and you're away from your comforts. This, for anyone, is enough to make them spiral. However, you're in a camp atmosphere which is surrounded by people in the same experience as you, surrounded by people who have been through it before. I guarantee there'll be at least 1 or 2 returners at your camp who can talk you through it, give you advice, give you tips, give you tricks on what to do at your specific camp to make the experience the best it can be. And also just accepting that not the first second that you get to camp are you going to make your best friends for life. Are you going to love the food straight away? Are you going to fully settle into just everything and the practices and the new things and this and that? But accepting that is going to last for like 1 to 2 weeks maybe. It's probably the best thing that you can do. For me personally at camp, like, I'm quite an open person. I love to speak to new people and make new friends. So for me, the first week at camp was definitely tricky. The first couple of days, it felt weird. I kind of felt like maybe, oh no, I'm not going to find my people and this summer won't be great. I'm talking about my first summer here. And then by the end of that first week, seriously, I'd met some of the most incredible people in the world, people from all around the world who are still my very close friends today. So if you're watching this, shout out to you. The second thing, the food, getting used to that. Yes, it's going to be fairly similar every single week, but just appreciate that you get free food, man, because I'm here at uni right now and I'd actually give anything to go back to camp and have that food, because I cannot cook and people are cooking it for you. But seriously, the teething period at camp is something that a lot of people go through, not a lot of people necessarily expect, because you've got so much sort of hype and inspiration and excitement going to camp, which is absolutely fantastic, because you see these content online that I make and other people make, and you see what an experience Camp America can be, and you have that expectation, but maybe just don't expect it from the off, because I, for certain, didn't have that from the off. I was excited, I couldn't wait to go, and that buzz never left me. But I just made sure that I accepted that things necessarily wouldn't be how you see on people's YouTube videos straight away, alright? And the 5th and final one is the most important one, so I want you guys to listen to this one all the way through. Okay, number 5. Don't go into camp with any expectations, alright? Let me just set the scene sort of for you. So for me, Camp America was a 2-year experience, right? Before I went to camp, I actually applied a year before, I got accepted, and then I decided, oh, I can't go. But that's all by the by. So I was excited, I got hired, I had that whole buzz, and then that came crashing down. And then the next year, I thought, I have to do it. There's no way, I can't back out now. And I went to camp and I was watching all these videos beforehand. I was like, this is literally going to be the best summer of my life. I cannot wait. Everything's going to go like this. Things are going to happen like this. And this is how things are going to turn out in the end. Going through my first summer at camp, I obviously discovered that this wasn't necessarily the case. Things don't happen the exact way you thought they would. Things don't necessarily go the way that you see in other people's videos. And just having those expectations kind of sets you up for failure in a way. The things you can expect from Camp America: you're going to work hard, you're going to make sure that you give the kids the best summer, because that is the main reason you're there. You can expect that by the end of Camp America, you will have made loads of friends from around the world. You can expect that you would have had some amazing opportunities that you never thought you would have had in your life. And you can probably expect that you're going to go to Walmart or Target at least once while you're there. And seriously, it's a sick experience. I love Walmart, I love Target, it's so good. And if you get the chance to go to Dick's Sporting Goods and you've seen these water bottles all over the internet, these are Wala ones, go in there. Seriously, they have a massive wall, loads of colours, and that's where I picked mine out from. And I chose the most boring colour. Doesn't that show you about my personality? Go in with no expectations. Just go to camp. If people want to talk to you, you speak to them. If you want to do this, you go do that. If you need time alone, seriously, take that time alone just to process everything. Because Camp America is an experience like no other. Like I've said loads of times, you're going far away. away from friends, away from family. It's a difficult experience, and going in with no expectations allows you to settle in probably just that little bit quicker, and also allows your expectations to be raised so much higher once you finish camp. Alright, so that is my 5 bullet points that I've gone through for you guys. I really hope it helped some of you newbies going to Camp America for the first time, because seriously, I couldn't recommend it highly enough. Me personally, I've even gone for an interview at Camp America for this summer to go and hopefully work in their social media department. Not necessarily going to camp, unfortunately, but still working closely with it. That's how much I back it as a company, as an experience, and just overall as a life decision. Go and do Camp America. If you've made that step, if you've been hired, if you're going through the visa process, seriously, all the stress, all the effort, and the funds that go into it will be worth it. I had 2 incredible summers. I met the most amazing people around the world, and as you can see here, I've literally got a photo wall full of the amazing people that I met there. I met my girlfriend there. Seriously, I can't speak of it highly enough. Have an amazing time, have a brilliant summer. Comment on this video if it did help you out, and also just comment which camp you're going to, and you never know, you might find friends who are going to the same camp as you. I will keep some of these videos going. I've got some lined up, so look out for those. Appreciate you watching, subscribe if it helped, and I'll see you in the next video.